Hello again. Last time in lesson 1 we learned some new vocabulary for different landmarks like monument, sculpture, destination, bridge, fountain, palace, and tunnel. We learned about things that people build. Today we're going to learn about natural features and one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, the Grand Canyon. Do you know where it is? It's in Arizona, which is a state in the USA. The 7 natural wonders of the world are the Grand Canyon in the USA, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, the harbor of Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, Mountain Everest in Nepal, the Aurora Borealis. They are lights seen in the sky around areas near the North Pole, Paricutin volcano in Mexico, and Victoria Falls between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Today's lesson is about just one natural wonder, which is the Grand Canyon. This is the Grand Canyon. As you can see, there is a river running through it. It's the Colorado River. A canyon is a deep valley with very steep sides that usually has a river flowing along the bottom. Now we're going to learn some new vocabulary related to the canyon. Gorge, gorge. Gorge. A gorge is a deep, narrow valley with steep sides. Gorge. Pathway, pathway, pathway. A pathway is a path, a track that a person can walk along. It can be wide and it can be narrow. Pathway, pathway, pathway. Shallow, shallow, shallow. Shallow is an adjective which means deep. Shallow. Bare, bare, bare. Bare is an adjective which means not covered or empty. The opposite is covered. Steep, steep, steep. Steep is an adjective which means rising or falling sharply. Steep. Horizontal, horizontal, horizontal. Rocky, rocky, rocky. Rocky is an adjective which means full of rocks. Rocky, rocky. Rafting, rafting, rafting. Rafting is a noun which means the activity of traveling on a raft, especially as a sport. Water sport. Rafting. Muddy, muddy, muddy. Muddy means full of mud. It's the opposite of sandy. Now we're going to read the article. Read the article. What does the article say about what you should wear when you visit the Grand Canyon? Maybe a strong pair of walking boots? We'll see after reading. The Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is one of the world's 7 natural wonders. These include Mount Everest in Asia, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, and Victoria Falls in Africa. The Grand Canyon is a massive gorge. It is situated in the U.S. state of Arizona and the Colorado River runs through it. The river has created the gorge slowly over the past 6 million years. The canyon is 446 kilometers long and nearly 2 kilometers deep at some points. So what exactly is the Grand Canyon? It's a massive gorge. Where is it situated? In the U.S. state of Arizona. Are there any rivers running through it? Yes, the Colorado River. How was the gorge created? We'll see. The view from the top of the canyon is amazing. From a glass pathway you can look down and see the bottom of the canyon about 1,200 meters below. Some visitors love to hike through the canyon while others prefer to go rafting on the Colorado River. Anyone who thinks it's an easy ride, though, is wrong. The river is fast and powerful. The river has created this canyon slowly over the past 6 million years. So, what is so special about the canyon? The view from the top is amazing. From a glass pathway, you can look down and see the bottom of the canyon about 1,200 meters below. What do visitors like to do there? Some love to hike through the canyon, while others prefer to go rafting on the Colorado River. Is it an easy ride? No. Why? Because the river is fast and powerful. About 5 million people visit the Grand Canyon safely every year. However, it's a dangerous place and accidents often happen. The canyon is bare and rocky, so there is little shade from the hot sun. There are also many different paths and some of them are very steep and narrow. Are you thinking about a trip to the Grand Canyon? Well, you will definitely need a strong pair of walking boots, lots of water, and a good map or guidebook. So, how many people visit the Grand Canyon every year? About 5 million people. Is it a safe place? No. It's a dangerous place and accidents often happen. Why? Because the canyon is bare and rocky. Some paths are very steep and narrow. What would you need if you're going to the Grand Canyon? A strong pair of walking boots, lots of water, and a good map or guidebook. A guidebook is a book that gives information for visitors about a city or a country. Guess what? Native American people have lived in the Grand Canyon for at least 10,000 years. Can you believe it? Write R for right, W for wrong, or DS for doesn't say. 1. The Colorado River is very deep. DS, we don't know. 2. The glass pathway is high above the bottom of the canyon. R, it's true, this is right. Because you can look down and see the bottom of the canyon about 1,200 meters below. 3. Rafting on the Colorado River is easy. Wrong. Anyone who thinks it's an easy ride, though, is wrong. The river is fast and powerful. 4. Over 6 million people go to the canyon every year. Wrong. About 5 million people visit the Grand Canyon safely every year. 5. Some people die in accidents in the Grand Canyon. DS, we don't say. We don't know. 6. Many visitors do not wear the right clothes. DS, it's not mentioned. It doesn't say so in the text. Complete the sentences with these words: gorge, past, point, powerful, rafting, rocky. 1. The path is very, so watch where you're walking. The path is very rocky. 2. I haven't been hiking for the few years. I haven't been hiking for the past few years. 3. Space. On that river in winter is dangerous. Rafting on that river in winter is dangerous. 4. At 1, during the journey, we stopped for a picnic. At one point during the journey, we stopped for a picnic. 5. The view from the top of the is fantastic. The view from the top of the gorge is fantastic. 6. You need a torch to see in the mountains at night. You need a powerful torch to see in the mountains at night. Circle the correct words. 1. The path is very, so it's not safe for children. The path is very steep. 2. The field is, because it rained last night. The field is muddy. 3. Holland is a country, so it's good for cycling. Holland is a flat country, so it's good for cycling. 4. The mountain looks very unspoiled or bare after the forest fires. The mountain looks very bare after the forest fires. 5. Is this country road enough for a car? Is this country road wide enough for a car? Thank you.